So next part, let's talk a bit about the endocrine system. So like I said, a lot of your communication happens electronically, but not all of it, right? A lot of it is also chemical. And a large part of this chemical communication is done by the endocrine system. Okay. So it's made up a bunch of things what we call glands. Okay. What these glands do is they secrete hormones. Okay. Hormones are a lot of different things. They can tie in with growing, adrenaline, stuff like that. Okay. And many others. So a lot of this happens with the hypothalamus. Okay. So the hypothalamus essentially acts as the relay center between the brain and the endocrine system. Okay. So, for example, if you're kind of getting some sort of response, say you see something that makes you angry, this can go to your brain, which is then going to communicate with your hypothalamus, which is then going to pass it on to the endocrine system. Okay, that's the other thing to keep in mind. A lot of communication among neurons is very quick, and kind of short-lived. Whereas with the endocrine system, things can actually last for quite a while. So, for example, if something makes you angry, it kind of sticks with you for a little while, right? Another key thing is the pituitary gland. You can kind of think of this as the master gland. So the pituitary gland is going to secrete hormones that essentially tell the other glands to secrete further hormones. Okay, so it's kind of like the master gland. It's going to secrete hormones, which are then going to tell those hormones are going to tell the other glands to do their job, whatever it might be. Okay, so like I said, there's a lot of different glands, different hormones that they release. Adrenaline is a big one. HGH, which is involved in skeleton growth. Endorphins, like we already talked about, which impacts pain perception. Oxytocin is another big one, involved in birthing, nursing, and orgasms. Okay. So just to review, remember that the neuron is the basic cell of the nervous system. Neurons transmit signals, action potentials from the dendrites to the axon terminals. Those things are then going to release, the axons are then going to release neurotransmitters across the synapses, right? As on to the next neuron. The central nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord, right? The peripheral nervous system is responsible for voluntary control of the skeletal muscles and the autonomic control of the internal organs and glands. And lastly, the endocrine system is the body's kind of slower chemical communication system. Okay. Next part, the actual brain.